Before 2026 begins, I want to tell you something most people will never hear. 2025 didn't change you. You watched more videos. You understood more. You became more aware. And yet, your life repeated itself. 2025 wasn't a bad year. It was a comfortable one. Comfortable enough to delay truth. Comfortable enough to call insight growth. Most people didn't suffer in 2025. They stalled. They stayed just conscious enough to feel intelligent, and just unconscious enough to avoid change. If awareness was enough, 2025 would have been the last year of seeking. It wasn't. Be honest. You didn't want truth. You wanted relief. You wanted reassurance that you're on the right path, that nothing drastic is required. Real awakening doesn't improve your life. It interrupts it. It ruins timelines. It ruins spiritual identities. It ruins the future you were counting on. That's why 2025 passed quietly. No collapse, no stopping. Just more preparation. Preparation for a life that never arrives. 2026 doesn't need to be different. It will repeat itself perfectly. Unless something ends. Not habits, not beliefs. The one who keeps postponing. The one who says, I'll do it next year. Don't promise yourself anything. Don't plan. Just notice, right now, what is afraid of ending. If you're done preparing, this channel is for you. Most people will watch this and change nothing. You don't have to be one of them. You felt something while listening to this. Not inspiration. Not motivation. Recognition. And the mind already wants to move past it. It wants to turn this into a moment, a realization, that was powerful memory. That's how it survives. So don't honor this with excitement, honor it with stillness. Because the truth doesn't need momentum, only ego does. Right now, there is a subtle voice saying, okay, what do I do with this? That voice is the delay. It's the same voice that carried you through 2025. And the year before. And the year before that. Always preparing. Always almost ready. Always one insight away. Nothing external is stopping you. Not fear, not trauma, not circumstances, only continuity. The refusal to let the story break. So let this be the moment you don't carry anything forward. No lessons, no resolutions, no spiritual upgrades. Let this end clean. Because when nothing is carried, nothing repeats. And when nothing repeats, time loses its grip. This is not the start of a new chapter. This is the end of the book you've been rereading under different titles. If you come back to this channel, let it not be for comfort. Let it be because something in you is no longer willing to pretend. No hype, no promise, just clarity that doesn't need an audience. And if this resonates, you already know what to do. Not later, not next year, now. Stay here a little longer. Let the habit of becoming finally rest. There is nothing mystical about this moment. That's why it's usually missed. No light, no shift in perception, no dramatic silence. Just the absence of urgency. And the mind hates that. Because urgency is how it proves it matters. Urgency is how it stays relevant. So it will try one last move. It will say, this is interesting, but not practical. Or, this is true, but I still have a life to live. Or, I'll come back to this later. Later is its kingdom. Later is where nothing ever ends. So don't fight the mind. Don't try to silence it. Let it speak. And notice something simple and devastating. Everything it says is about maintaining continuity. A future, a plan, a self that survives this moment intact. But what if nothing needs to survive? What if this moment doesn't need to lead anywhere to be complete? Sit with that without effort. You'll notice a subtle fear, not loud, not dramatic, a quiet sense of, if I stop referencing myself, what's left? That fear is not danger, it's the edge of a habit dissolving. You've spent years, lifetimes checking in on yourself. How am I doing? Am I okay? Am I getting closer? And that constant self-checking is what creates the sense of a self. So for a few seconds, don't check. Don't locate yourself. Don't confirm anything. Let experience happen without a witness claiming ownership. Sounds appear, sensations move, thoughts arise. But no one stands behind them. This is not a state. States come and go. This is the absence of the one who needs a state. And once this is seen, even briefly, something irreversible happens. Not to your life, not to your personality, to your seriousness about the story. You can still plan. You can still act. You can still live. But the weight is gone. The quiet desperation to arrive somewhere relaxes, and seeking becomes unnecessary, not because you found the answer, but because the questioner was never solid. This is why nothing needs to be concluded here. No summary, no takeaway. Endings belong to stories. And this was never one, so let the video end. Let the silence after it be ordinary. Let the day continue. And notice, without making anything of it, that life doesn't need you to keep it going. It never did. And when the video ends, notice what happens next. Not in theory, not philosophically. Notice the reflex, the hand that wants to move, the mind that wants the next input, the subtle pull toward distraction. That pull is familiar, intimate, automatic. It's not a flaw, it's conditioning. For years, every pause was filled, every gap closed, every silence medicated. So when nothing follows this, no instruction, no payoff, no next step, the system feels exposed. Good. Exposure is where the loop weakens. You don't need to hold on to this clarity. Trying to hold it is the loop restarting. Let it fade if it fades. Let confusion come if it comes. Let the sense of me rebuild itself. That's fine. 'Cause now something is different. You've seen that the self is an activity, not an entity. It appears when referenced. It dissolves when ignored. And that seeing doesn't belong to you. It can't be owned. It can't be lost. It's simply available whenever the effort to be someone pauses. This is why no lifestyle change is required. No retreat, no withdrawal from the world. Life continues exactly as before, but without the constant commentary trying to secure a future version of you. You'll still think, still feel, still react. But the center is gone. And without a center, there's nothing to protect, nothing to defend, nothing to prove. That's real freedom. Not freedom from life, freedom as life. So let this end quietly. No gratitude, no reverence, just the simple fact that this moment doesn't need improvement. And neither do you. If you return to this channel, let it be from curiosity, not hunger. From clarity, not lack. And if you don't, nothing is missing. Because what was pointed to here is not contained in words or videos or teachers. It's the obviousness that was overlooked while you were busy becoming someone. Now there's nowhere else to go. And that's not a problem. That's the end of the search. Don't remember this. Don't quote it. Don't turn it into identity. Don't measure your life against it. Let it disappear. Because whatever is real here doesn't need continuity. If something in you relaxes as this ends, that's enough. No conclusion is required, no agreement, no belief. Just the quiet certainty that nothing was missing. This is not an invitation, it's an ending. Let it end. Comment "I'm ready" if you want to start 2026 in this new alignment.